Sarah, do you have a favorite performance?
No, because I liked them all. That those of you that went to school with me, Shanti and Kristen, y'all know I'm not this performer. I'm like more angsty and back to the audience and stuff. So every time I had to be all phased and really dramatic, I was nervous every single time. This is outside of my box. So they were all equally just until I get out there. But just in general, I loved the dark nature of it. My favorite though was the red. When we were in the big red thing with that was like the best because I could hide and be completely dramatic, but nobody could see anything but what I was doing. So I like that. But we were hot. Me and Melissa were dying, sweaty messes.
Yeah.
In that thing.
That was Halloween, the Halloween.
But we also did it at yeah, we did do it at F bar. I thought we did it at Numbers too, but I know we did it at F bar.
We did.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did a couple of versions.
So I'm curious how that works. So you said you don't like being out there performing, but at the same time you are on stage in front of a crowd. How does that work? How does it seems like such a weird dichotomy? Because like I love being on stage and
okay, so this is how I explained it to myself because it was Stacy. Though Stacy was went to school with us, was like, Sarah, that doesn't make any sense. You're a dancer. What is wrong with you? And I was like, you don't understand that I enjoy movement and the culture of dance. I don't like seeing, I have anxiety about seeing people's reactions to what it is that I'm doing. And I anticipate bad reactions for,
I don't know why.
I anticipate it. Whether it happens or not, my anxiety was just getting the best of me. And I don't like seeing it in case they don't like it. And I'm like, no, don't look at me. I can't look at you. And then I just do it. But that's what it is. I think I enjoy movement. I don't want to see you have an opinion about me on the stage. that's how I made it make sense.
So are you more comfortable when it's being, say, filmed? If you're doing like a video as opposed to doing a live performance?
Yeah, because you're
Okay.
not seeing people go, what was that? Go, your foot was not pointed, especially the dancing people. When they're watching, you know they was in the same class with you. You know they know you messed up. You know they know that was not supposed to be there. But filming is better. You're not seeing people's reactions right away. Yeah.
That's something that I had to remember or keep in mind, that the audience does not know your choreography.
Yeah.
So they don't know if you mess up or not.
Yeah, and it's like your point when you said you did that kick, and I think every performer, I think, has been there where they've like screwed up and they've like recovered.
Yeah.
But you know, the people around you that know their stuff are going, oh, they just messed up.
Yeah.
It's like no one else knows, but that guy over there that knows.
I love behind the scenes type things. Like Sarah, I love to perform live, because then if I mess up, you'll never see it again. But if you record it, you can always be like, that'll go that part. Rewind. Yeah, you didn't do that right.
Actually, somebody, Jason, my friend, had actually wanted to record us, like our performance, just like solid all the way through, but he never got around to doing it.
I was like, did y'all do that without me knowing?
No, that would have been
Y'all
cool.
was good.
That would have been cool.
I was like, oh, that would have been awesome. I wish, and I really wish that I would record more of the things that we did, just so I can have the memory of it. Like I can actually see it. So I do get excited when Facebook does remind me, and then I go back to YouTube. So shout out whoever put it on YouTube.
Me.
Yes.
Me and me.
Because then I can go back and look at it and be like, oh.
Yeah, there were a couple of other people
that
posted it.
But I love the behind the scenes type things, getting the makeup and hair ready.
I know y'all. I loved getting my makeup done, but I know y'all loved getting your makeup done even more. Because Kyla did amazing with all her makeup. Like absolutely.
Where is she now? I need her now.
She's at home. We still keep in touch. She's she doesn't do makeup anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, she's trying to find other things, that she's interested in. She's been doing it for such a long time, and there's been a lot of things that have been going on.
What is kind of like the behind the scenes? Obviously, you have to plan for a show, you have to rehearse for a show. What does that process look like?
Well, so we had day jobs.
Where does it start? Like what's the first? Obviously, you have to have a song and whatever, but how does it all kind of come together?
So I would have the song, I would send it over to Tania, and she would start taking notes of choreography. The thing that's different about Tania is that, like, I am probably more used to doing like hip hop dancing style, but she did more modern dance. And so she added a totally different spin to the performance, like to my music. It was totally different. So that's what was unique about it. And I think that's what a lot of people appreciated when they would see our performance, because there was more movement. It wasn't so, like hip hop. It was just very different. So after she choreographed it, then everyone would come over to my house and my cats would hiss, and we would just rehearse at my house, and Tania would focus on the dancers first, and then she would give me my choreography, and everyone just caught on so quickly. The interesting thing is that the girls actually, it's very common for dancers to memorize on count. I learned that I can't do that because I'm thinking about the music and where the lyrics come in. So I might do better if it's like bum 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 bum, that type of stuff versus 5, 6, 7, 8, 2. I would joke about that, but I could never get the hang of that. So that was also kind of like a challenging part for me. But pretty much that's what it was. Everyone would come over to my house, learn the choreography, Tania would occasionally change some things up. And many times she would end up giving us all like different movements at certain points. So that was very different too. So sometimes I wasn't able to, or we weren't able to necessarily follow each other because we were, we had like different movements. But that was just pretty much how it was. Is actually after she gave everyone the choreography, I would record everybody. Do you remember that? I would record everybody performing, and then she would perform my part, but separately. It was after everyone had left.
Well, it's interesting you talk about like, following a count versus like a beat. And I'm obviously I'm not a dancer, but I can relate that to like if you're in a band and the drummer is kind of setting the pace, everybody else is following, he's setting the beat. So is everybody following you then? And does that become a challenge? Because like I know like in performing with the band, I've had struggles where it's like I'm out doing whatever and like, no, you're not leading. You're supposed to be following. This guy's leading, you're going along with him as opposed to kind of doing your own thing. How does that dynamic work then in a dance choreography? Because I imagine a lot of it's very the same, where everybody kind of has to follow your performance, right?
Actually, I don't think they followed my performance. They already knew their movements. And I was doing something different.
Our job was to make sure we knew what we were supposed to be doing, because you were the lead. So if you decided in the moment the spirit came over you and you wanted to go left instead of right, damn it, you were allowed to. You were the lead.
And that happened.
We were going to go right. We're all on the same page. Our job was to make sure we knew what we were doing so that you can shine. So there was never any type of let's follow Max's lead. That was the point of the rehearsals and the discussions right before the show. We're going to do this. Okay, great. We're doing that. That's set in stone. And if Max decided to be magical, then, you were allowed the space to be magical, because at the very end of the day, your foundation was there. Your backdrop was there and you were on display. So there was none of that. No, pure professionalism.
Yep. We did what we was told to do, and we did it great.
That's just what it was. Yeah. And they did great. There were moments, and it was like, I don't know if you've ever watched like the several videos that we did, but you can see like a progression of how comfortable all of us got and more comfortable over the course of the performances. Because I think once we started doing the mini tour with like Jovan, like it was second nature to me, and I was able to add more movement and attitude or whatever, and I did get a lot more confident towards the end of it.
I forgot about the performances with Jovan.
Yeah,
Jovan is in town. I'm gonna hang out with him tomorrow.
Oh, awesome!
I totally forgot about that.
We did a mini tour.
In the Heights.
Yeah. We did too. We did it in Austin.
Okay,
remember?
I didn't do that. Did I? No, I don't think so.
There's me and Tania.
Kristen, Tania. We did the Heights art gallery, M², because it was
right.
It was MaxXandaux, Mimosas with MaxXandaux or something like that, and Void Mate. was that one. And then we went to Austin, me and Kristen. And that was the memory that she was talking about.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was super fun.
God, that was a shit show.
It was not. It was so fun.
Not the performance. The performance is great. It was just the party afterwards.
Oh yeah. Okay, we ain't talking about that.
No, we're not.
We don't have any more stories? No?
Not that one.
No?
We ain't talking about those.
Off camera? All right. Try.
We were bad girls.
What did I miss?
Not
We
New
were
York.
very, very
Not
bad
New York.
girls.
Huh? Oh shit.
Not New York.
Oh, New York too. Oh my God, that's okay. So we did go to New York together. Of course me, Tania and Melissa. We went to New York, and that was shit. I forgot about that. Oh my God. And do you remember that homeless guy came over and partied with us?
Yes, and stole my
And he
watch.
stole your watch.
He stole my watch, but Kyla got it back.
Yeah, Kyla comes in the door.
So what?
This is after
Alrighty.
this is a whole night of partying. And
Seem homeless.
yeah, he was trying to kiss me and you and everybody. And anyway, we all passed out at some point. Kyla comes in the next day and she's like, it fucking smells like feet. No, it smells like ass in here. And it was his feet. Do you remember?
Oh.
Because he had nasty.
So this was just a kid who decided to up and leave home and like hang out in New York and didn't have any money to get back home. So he wasn't like normally living on the streets, but he was at the time, if that makes sense. So he's a really good looking kid. Like, we didn't realize he was homeless until later. So he was kind of trying to scavenge off of us.
Only in New York, right?
Yeah.
Only in New York.
I wish I would have been on that trip.
Right?
It was wild. But Kyla flirted with him the next day, went for a walk with him, and got my watch back.
Yeah, she had a conversation with him, like,
Mhm.
because you didn't you see it was stolen, or he said he told her
I
that
don't
it was stolen.
remember.
I don't know.
That's
She
kind of a blur.
convinced him. She convinced him. It's very true.
He was gonna turn that watch and get his next meal. That's what he was going to
It was like a
Well, he
$20 watch, but I think it looked fancy, but it was like $20. But
It was the principle of the thing.
yeah,
God, I forgot about that. Oh my God.
Oh wow.
it was my favorite
Can't
watch.
forget
That's why.
So aside from the performances, like the after parties were a lot of fun. Like I would always
Sounds
take the
like
day
it.
off. It was.
Yeah.
Because the party was like we perform and then we'd be drinking and partying and have a lot of fun and
Yeah,
carry
I
over the
missed
next
work
day.
a few times because of our party.
What did you say?
I said I missed work a few times because of our party. I was like, I know I shouldn't be here, but I am.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Next time I expect an invite.
Oh yeah.
I am
You're gonna have to like do a
You're gonna have to fly
Oh, we-
over here.
too old for that.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Look, after one drink, I'm
Yeah.
passing out.
Yeah, you
Nope,
didn't.
that's when we're gonna put you on stage.
Yeah, Shanti she would perform. She really didn't. You didn't hang out afterwards. I think you went
No,
straight. You had to work.
because I had to go to work the next morning. I was a bartender and I
Same.
pulled
Were
a lot
you?
of doubles. Yeah,
I didn't
I
know
was a
that.
bartender. Mm-hmm.
I had to go
Oh.
to work too, but like we just built different.
I used to work
be
at
up in like
Papados.
4 hours, but that's okay.
I'm
I
just not
didn't
gonna
know you're a
sleep.
bartender.
Exquisite host. I'm my own bartender now, but no, I used to work at Papados and I used to do a lot of doubles. And you made your money on the weekends, so
Yeah.
I would work that day and then come perform with you at night, and then double back and wake up in the morning and work a double on the Sunday.
Yeah, but we didn't perform. We performed on like Wednesday and Thursday. No, it was Wednesday or Thursday. It was during the
Well,
week.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
did.
yep. And
I
a lot
remember
of
like, our
that.
performances were late, so
And
Like,
the
at that
reason
point-
the reason that they were late is because they asked me to go on at the very end because
You're the main show.
everyone wanted everyone
you're the
wanted
main show.
everyone wanted to see our show.
Yeah,
No,
So they
I like. Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
You know-
love the crowd. The crowd was amazing.
they
Like,
were.
they were amazing. They interact. I mean, they was all into it. You had people dancing.
Yeah.
Even I
Hey,
remember my
like-
mom. I don't know if you remember
Little-
my mom coming to one of the shows,
I do.
and
I do.
she was like, "This is what you've been doing? Oh, I've been missing out. Yes, you've been missing out. Thank you for coming to a show finally."
I do remember that. Yeah, your mom was sweet. And Sarah's mom also too had come to a couple of shows, I think.
Yeah, she did.
She's
She
like,
thought it was she loved it. I mean, she was going in there telling all her friends, bringing people that probably wouldn't be hanging around in that crowd. She was just like, I don't even get the first time. So she loved it. She was there. It was a little late for her, but she would be there at a few shows. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my parents are too traditional. They're like, "Why are you not wearing no clothes?" I was like, "But I look sexy."
I remember that. Your mom would be like, yeah, like, why do you look like that? Why
Yeah.
are you dressed like a slut?
No, my mom was trying to take more clothes off of me. I'm like, "Ma."
I know. I was like,
Like,
"I'm gonna talk
Mom.
to Shan's mom, and I'm gonna come back to y'all."
You was too covered up. Really? Mom, I was already in a bra and some panties, like with some
Right?
fishnets.
And them thigh-high boots.
Uh-huh.
Some
Right,
thigh-high boots, you know? She loved it. Oh, she loved it. She loved it.
It was a
You
lot
know
of
what's
fun.
funny? I still have like some of the tops that we wore.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, I'm gonna keep them because they're gonna come in handy for something.
I
still have them. Like, I have like the gloves too, the pink gloves when we had the hair,
uh-huh. Yeah.
and the
Bow.
purple top.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
I
got 'em all.
actually have some of the bottoms, the panties.
Oh,
I
got
ended
those
up
too.
wearing them. Yeah. I'm going through my drawer. I'm like, I need some pants. Oh, these are from
Those
the
will
show.
do.
Okay, I'll put them on.
Where's my panties?
Oh God. I loved, I have to say, like, that was so much fun. That whole experience. It's not over, but that whole experience was a lot of fun. People loved it. And so that was fun.
It was fun. A lot of laughs, a lot of hard work.
Oh yeah,
And a
definitely.
lot of love.
Mhm.
And so I kind of going back to what you asked, James, like this whole concept was very different. Especially when we talked about how I had started off with, with the art and the music, and then to kind of see all of this like feedback from the audience. That's what I was talking about. Like,
Yeah.
like they're getting it, like, oh, it's affirming. And
Right.
that my vision was,
You got the reaction you wanted.
yeah, and they got it.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
that was really good.
Nice.